Hi. I think I'm live. Give it a minute. Hi. Come on in, say hi. Give it a minute. Thought I was way late like usual, but I'm not. So many ones. It's 101. Hi, Gigi. I can't tell you how many ones I saw yesterday alone. Like everywhere I went, everything I saw was 111, 111, 111. It was not there's 22. The synchronicities are crazy. You guys, we definitely went through a shift. So I'll tell you that as we wait for everybody to come on in. Sorry I changed the time. I've been going nonstop. Haven't had a day off and just woke up lazy. Hi, Amy. Hi. Good afternoon. Feels good. I love these things. Hi, Tanita. Hi, Amy. Aw, okay. She's here in spirit. We'll watch the replay. I have no idea what's going to happen today. I claim no knowledge of nothing. It's just been super busy. Time seems to be like flying by right now. That's all I know. So let me know how everybody's doing as you come in. How's the energy? Any questions? I will deliver a message. I haven't written one down. I'll do it on the fly. Ooh. Was that an orb? It sure looked like it. 2222. So let's get some cards out. Give it a moment in time. See if anybody wants to come in. Come on, come in. What do you call it? Come over to my channel. Get everything set up. I don't know. There's some craziness going on in the air, that's for sure. That's what I'm tuning into, is the energy. Energy. I think I'll do fairy. Oops. Okay. I haven't done a live in so long. I almost feel like it's my first one ever. A little nervous. I'm like, nobody wants to come see me. That's okay. That's all right with me. I haven't been on in so long. Kind of disappeared for a moment in time. That's okay. It's been healthy. Gigi, neck and head are hurting. Think you need to release something? It is very likely. That is going on tenfold right now as we speak in the collective as well. There's been a lot of that coming through, a lot of releasing through physical ways. I just finally ordered a Tai Chi course. I do suggest movement within our physical body as well, you guys, because what I think happens more often than not is we release things easily to a degree, and then they tend to get stuck at certain levels. And that's why you can find different levels of healing modalities, right? Like healing for your energetic level, your bubble, or your aura, whatever you want to call it, to your physical, all the way down into your chakras. So sometimes it's good to do a little check, like, have I been stagnant? Am I moving a lot? I feel like that's our biggest thing I forget to do sometimes. So I've noticed when we release and when we're healing, it goes in stages. Everything is in stages. And one of the biggest things we do is we tend to like shell in, cocoon, and we don't physically move very often like we should. I love it. Gigi, yay! So you've been doing Tai Chi last month. That's interesting. Oh, good, Amy. Yes, I saw that. Cool. I'm going to do solar plexus too. Possibly tonight for upload tomorrow. I do work on them. They take a while to upload, so I know sometimes it seems like it's forever in a day. But solar plexus is next. I'm going to go through the whole chakra system. My goal, which I hate saying this because we all know that time takes over for me in life, says, haha, you wished, is to do one meditation a week. That really, truly is my goal. Hi, Roger. Doing great. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking, Roger. How are you? So cool. Gigi. Today I kind of want to do a couple healings. I may pull some cards for everybody, but I kind of want to pick a couple people to do a couple healings, maybe. We'll see how it goes. I keep getting that nudge. And a lot of my appointments lately, have gone the healing of medical stuff way, I guess, so to speak. It's hard to say that. So we'll see what goes today. I don't know. I'm in the mood. We'll just see. Waiting for the full moon tomorrow. Yeah, I don't really even pay attention to that thing anymore, to be honest with you. To me, it's just like a ball of light in the sky. But I do have other things coming through, and it deals with the earth and the pyramids. Yesterday, I was doing a healing, and I tuned in. And the earth is definitely shifting in a big way is the best way to say that. I don't know how else to say it. She's not the same at all. She's definitely shifted in a big, big, big way. I did hear like what I felt was like a heated core, very heated, very movement, shifting within the tectonic plates kind of a thing was going on. So maybe I'll just pull a collective card, collective message, then we can do some individual, and then maybe I'll do a couple healings. So if you guys are not feeling good, Gigi said she's got neck and head are hurting her. I'd be down to do a couple medical things as well. Cool. Maybe one for sure, maybe two. We shall see. How does everybody feel about that? Awesome. Cool. Full moons are more for releasing anyways, weren't they, Roger? What's with the full moon tomorrow? Are you going to howl? Are you going to dance for me under the full moon? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll probably do a collective message first. I'm still just trying to calm the energy, get going. I haven't done one of these in forever. I feel like it's been forever. And last night, you guys, I taught myself how to do polygel nails. I'm like so obsessed with it, but I stayed up till 2 a.m. doing it. It's been interesting, that's for sure. I don't know how else to explain the energy of the collective. It's interesting. Donita says her back has been hurting for a month. Chiropractic adjustments. Okay, that is a possibility. Hi, Jacinth. I thought I saw a message from you, but I didn't have time to read it. Oh. Oh, hi, Jacinth. Yay, she's got some resumption. I'm going to try to do more lives, too, more often. I've got everything kind of going. I seem to be more busier, which makes me a little bit more balanced, which is totally stupid, right? Nice jig under the moon. Right on, Roger. I will be there in spirit with you doing a jig under the moon. Not really. No, I always wonder, like, who's watching when you do that? Nobody now. I took them out. I keep thinking about that. Oh, whoops. So we will do a collective message. I did kind of call on some energy, but I'll call on some more, see if there's any beings that wish to come through to deliver a message. Ashtar is already coming forth as I say that, which is interesting to me. Then the Galactic Council I'm hearing, which I don't usually get messages from them either. So let me just tune into that really quick. So I'm hearing like shape shifting is upon us. The world is shifting in shape and form. So as I said yesterday, you guys, something had happened. I kept seeing all these synchronicities, but it's like way more than I ever do. I always do, right? I'm always communicating with spirit. Even when it's shut off, it's never shut off for me. And yesterday something happened. Like I can't quite put my finger. I feel like we did change level in time. Okay. And that's part of what I'm doing in the upcoming workshop is a timeline shifting, like lighting up the new pathway, so to speak, for the timeline shift. So I do feel like we shifted in time. I guess you could call it like the earth ascended 2 more octaves in vibration, so to speak. That's a really good way to say it. My ear was ringing and I kept trying to tune in and it was nothing. It was just these crazy vibrational pulls and messages going on. Okay, so it's not surprising to me that Ashtar and the Galactic Council are the ones stepping forward. I do keep hearing about, so instead of like the talk about Jesus is coming, there is talk about what we would call like aliens coming to Earth. They're already here, blah, 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 blah. So I'm not exactly sure what all that means, but that is in the energetic field. It is coming up lately. Yeah, and like right now I'm even tuned, like I can feel some vibration going on. So there's definitely some up leveling going on. The best thing that we can do, the best thing that they're saying is please gain control of your thoughts and your heart space. Like you've got to be able to drop in. So that's what Tai Chi does, right? It teaches us to focus the little white dot in our heart. Please do that. Ashtar is really big on that right now. Tune in here and tune in to the universal flow. So it's not like look up to the sky for you are going to be invaded by aliens. That's not exactly what they're showing me here. But they are showing me is that if you calm your energy and you're listening, you're going to see a lot more than you've ever seen before. That's what they're telling me. It is time. That's what they're telling me. It is time. It is time to calm our energy. It is time to tune into our heart space. Be still in the moments, for that is all that we have. That's what's going to get us through these changes in time, is holding on to the brief moments, because that's all we have is this moment in time. I don't have tomorrow. We don't always have that for sure. We assume we do. We plan as if we do, but we don't always. So they want us less in the future, way less in the past, and more right now. I'm hearing we have to be patient. It's very interesting to me. So I feel like Earth is now an alien planet. I don't know how else to describe what they're showing me. That's how I feel. I feel like Earth is now this alien planet. It's no longer like Earth like it once was. So they're showing me visuals and I'm walking through them. So what I'm seeing right now is people are walking their path, some very much so oblivious to what's really going on. Okay. And then all of a sudden, what this is, what's happening right now, what is starting to happen, what has opened up. We did all the work. Let's say like the portal opened. Everything was aligned just like it should have been. And so right now with what this timeline shift, this is what they're showing me right now. So this is a part of the message. So I'm deciphering it by visual. It's like the path just goes fwunk. Okay, so what I see is some people are holding hands, they're talking, and the next thing I know, it's just boom, their whole world changes. They no longer talk to each other anymore. We are shifting in time. We are shifting the timeline. It is occurring now. It's something like, oh, we shifted in timeline, but it occurs over time, right? And what is our time? It's hard to say what the timeline is and how far it goes to occur, how long it takes. But it is happening. And that is what they're showing me. It's like these two energies of a planet separating. It's really hard to decipher this message. This message is very interesting. I wish I had like this digital high-tech ability. Okay, just since she keeps losing reception. So, and that goes with everything I was seeing yesterday. It was 111, 111, 111, nonstop, like crazy. So we're ascending. That is absolutely the case. Things are ascending. My chest was hurting last night, you guys. Be mindful of the symptoms that you're feeling. I feel like you'll be feeling some tenfold if you're tuned in, if you're aware. I feel like that's also part of the physical ailments. So that's what they're telling me as well, like for Gigi and Donita. And same for me. Like I was having these weird pains in my feet about a week ago. And I was thinking about it yesterday. I'm like, what the hell was that? Like, why did I have those? It didn't make any sense. And so as far as physical symptoms, it's not only fatigue, it's not only tingling in the forehead, like that one guy talks about the 144,000, and we talk about all these light codes. And so it's not just the cool ones. Some of them are painful symptoms, energetically speaking. Think about it this way. So your body is at a certain oxygen level. Okay, that's the way they're expressing this to me. For so long, we're exposed to a certain amount of oxygen, especially like here in Colorado. Then all of a sudden, or you're in California and never been anywhere else, and all of a sudden you're dumped at the highest mountain in Colorado. That's kind of how our body feels going through this ascension at times. It's like all of a sudden we're in a new situation where our body is like, ugh, like I can't breathe. How do I move? What do I do? So being mindful of that as well. Like there was a major shift. I don't know how else to explain this, you guys. I have Ashtar showing it to me in pictures. And also the path splitting. So people's paths are starting to split. Okay, so whatever that is, be mindful of that. Remember, I've said many, many times over, that's what's happening. And I can see it too. Like even in my job, one person I was very much so energetically open to, now all of a sudden just completely closed off. And it's kind of like that, right? It's kind of like that. It's just 1 minute we're energetically in tune and the next minute we're not. So paths are shifting. We are definitely ascending. We've been ascending. You guys, the ascension should be complete by 2022. The changes will trickle forward from that ascension. But whatever this ascension truly is, going from that 3rd D to the 5D, should be complete by 2022. And what are we at now? April, 4 months in. It's already almost halfway through this year. So it's a lot that we're going through physically, mentally. So that's another thing that's coming up, is a mental struggle going on. I think that's in astrology too. I think that one guy talked about it too, but it is definitely in the collective energy right now. And I also think that guy, the angry catfish Briggs guy, whatever, talked about it too. It's like the Schumann resonance plays a role in our mental state as well. So just be mindful of all of that. Again, I was told thousands of times over. Oh, you guys, that was another thing. My 9-year-old came to me and goes, Mom, why is everybody saying it's the end of days? Okay, so be careful what our kids are seeing. She's only allowed on certain things, and yet everywhere she goes, she keeps seeing people, kids, talk about that they're saying it's the end of days. And so I think there's this fear, there's a collective fear, there's a collective uncertainty, and then you have the collective blindness still going on. So just tread lightly, stay in your heart space. But set goals, live like normal at the same time, right? That's how we continue creating our path. That's how we continue moving forward through these strange, uncertain places and ways and blah, 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 blah. I also saw something about Michael J. Cohen and them saying, ooh, something's being exposed. And I don't watch everything. I'm just telling you what's in the energy. I've been too busy working 2 jobs and being mom to watch anything. Okay, see? That's what Amy says too. She says she's had some physical, so I'm going to move my... Everything is going to be fine. Yes, it is. There's not much we can do. The thing that really does get me, and I get frustrated too. I'll be the first one to tell you guys, my coffee's like right there. I'm still drinking. It's still my morning. I get frustrated. I'm like, okay, all this work we've been doing, we've talked about all this shifting, right? As light workers, even people who aren't light workers are seeing it like crazy. I'm tuning into the pyramids. This is all beautiful stuff, right? Atlantis, all these things we talk about going into the golden era. Why the heck can't we just stop the suffering, right? Like, I'm tired of seeing people continue to choose the vaccine here and there. It's just, I'm done with it. I really am. And I think that's the hardest part right now. And I've gotten told tenfold lately to be patient. Okay, so let's all try our best to be patient. Don't get complacent, though, and think the earth is not still shifting. Earthquakes are still happening in a crazy way. Things are still happening. And again, yesterday when I tuned into the earth, I did hear another volcano eruption. I didn't know. I didn't ask where. It was during a healing session. So it's not something I wanted to bring up during that healing session because that's not very healing for that individual. And it had nothing to do with the individual at the time. It was just what I felt. And tuning into the earth is that she's very heated. She's very swollen at the core. That could go either way, so forgive me. But she is. She's very heated. She's very swollen. She's like shifting. She's agitated. She's inflamed. She's getting ready to need to release that somewhere. And then I see these glimpses of the tectonic plates still shifting. So just don't, stay in your heart space. Stay aware, stay mindful, keep living, but know that we are taking steps every day for a new future, okay? That's the best way to describe it. It's still very much so happening, and the earth is going through a lot, and it's going to continue going through it until 2022. And so the weather, it's here, it is almost May, and we still have snow on the peak here. It's going up and down, and I've heard that's going to continue. I don't know what the seasons are going to do anymore. It's going to be kind of cool to see going forward. It's a little warmer here, but we'll see, right? We'll see if everything remains the same. What's going to change? I have a feeling that nothing's going to be the same. So just be open to that. All right, so that's the collective message. Let's see what a quick card has to say for the collective. Then I'll move on, pull some for you guys, and we'll do a couple healing sessions. Amy and Danita, maybe. I don't know. We'll pick a couple. I hate doing that. Like, I want to do everybody, but I'll be on here all day with you guys. Okay. So I pulled the card for the collective, and it is card number 50. Spirit of the River, movement toward adventure. Okay. Spirit of the River, movement toward adventure. This very much so represents to me like emotional flow. There's going to be emotional upheaval for emotional healing and emotional flow, but movement towards adventure. What an adventure would it be if we were given complete freedom in one moment in time? So we're all like, when is this going to happen? This shift that we're all impatiently waiting for, I'll be the first to admit that, is massive, right? It takes everything we knew, and it's like it's a big shift. It's nothing in retrospect that we would really want to rush. So let's think about it that way, because it's a big one. And it is going to be quite the adventure, and one that we've never really embarked upon before. So be open for that. Allow our emotions to keep moving, even when things are difficult, and just look at it as this beautiful, magnificent adventure. Okay, so that's for the collective. All right. I can do some card messages, then I'll do some healing, Jophiel is also stepping forward. So I'm hearing right now self-love is imperative. Again, you guys, our ability to love was distorted. It was on the low end, right? Like we don't even know fully to an nth degree how to house the full aspect of love. So take some time to love self, reevaluate self-love. That's what Jophiel is saying. All right. Oh my gosh, it's been forever since I've done these. Pull one fairy card for the collective as well. And I'm still hearing declutter. Still very much so important. Okay. Oh, yeah, but what if we go in, Donita, and we do that and you don't need any more Chiro appointments? And by the way, if you're going to a Chiro as a massage therapist, because I was once that too, multiple hats, are you working the muscles as well, or are they just pulling your bones right back to where they once were? Like, this is multifaceted, sunshine. And what's really going on? I remember the last time we tuned in, there was a lot of grief stored there as well. But Donita, I am hearing something about a disc. Do you have a slip disc? What's going on with the disc? Are they messing with the disc? What are they doing? I actually got a visual. On one end, I see you kind of like sitting up, and then another one, I see you laying down. Something about neck, and then something about lower back. What's going on with you? Magic fish. How cool is this, you guys? Last card I'm pulling for the collective. Magic fish. Magic fish. Again, explore. Explore the unknown is what I'm hearing. Swim. Think about how fish are. How do they swim? They move fluidly, right? That goes with that emotions card too. Swim through the emotions. Swim through the currents. Swim through the tides. But be open to everything being new. I feel like fish always are on like this new adventure. Everything seems to be new unless they're in this little tank. But when they're in the ocean, when they're free. And that's kind of what this is representing as well. Magic fish. 1 by 1, 2 by 2. So also create your reality, okay? Just like a fish would. Like, I pick this space. I want this. They're constantly creating the world around them. Moving through the changing tides. All right? Be on your adventure. And there's a mouse riding this fish. I've never seen this card before, so forgive me. It's, again, adventure. That's what I'm hearing. Adventure. You're on an adventure. So just keep swimming. All right. Donita, let's do a tune-in. Do you want to tune into it? Do I have your permission? See what we got going on. I can do a card first. For Roger, card first. Then we'll do a healing for Donita. Then I can do... That's right. Okay. All right. So I do see the disc. So let's do a healing on you. Are you open, Donita? And then I can pull cards everywhere else. Are we good? Roger, do you want a card? Amy, who wants one? I know Roger said he did. Healing, Gigi says. Donita says, sure. All right, cool. Then it's on. Let's get it on. All right, Roger. Okay, Roger. First of all, I don't understand. So what they're showing me for you is like you're there, like you're at the door and the door is wide open and you've got like 1 foot out, but you want to keep it in this small safety zone. You've got to be willing to venture out of your safety zone. You are literally intentionally being pushed out of your safety zone, Mr. Roger. They're asking for a little change in perspective. Let's see. That's great news. And he says general now. I didn't even ask, did I? I just started going. Roger, I've pulled for you so many times. I'm not sure. There's only been a couple times you've asked me any specifics. I just ran with it. Yeah, but you've got to step out. I feel like it's outside of your comfort zone. And your ego, Roger, your ego, you don't have it. It's not like you have this huge ego that keeps you lost, but that's what's preventing you right now from stepping out of this comfort zone. It's like a big thing. It's like from moving from one end of the world to the next, literally going on for you. And that's not surprising. So I pulled a card. Give me a second. Pulling one more. Okay. So exactly what I just said. So I got the Earth Comfort card, number 11, Roger. You are ascending. You are being asked to expand, but it's like you're in this room and you're standing at the doorway and you've got the door open and you're looking at the new world going, wow, look what that is that from, like, I can do this, but your feet won't go, right? It's like your feet won't go. They're staying behind the door. They're not wanting to move. It's like I've done this for so long. You know, I could do this here. You're pushing against the tide is what I'm hearing. It's that comfort, right? You're looking for the comfort. You're looking for that comfort of the soul, and you want to keep it small, like a baby. But it's almost like it's time for you to fly out of the nest, right? It's like mama bird's time for mama bird to just shove your ass out of that nest. Because you're gonna have to do that. It's time for you to ascend energetically. But Roger, this ties into your physical location. I don't know what else going on with that. And then we have darkness moon. So you've got some releasing to do, obviously, because that's why we like to stand. It has to do with ego. So it's a little bit of ego. This is exactly what I said to you before I pulled the cards, isn't it? So it's a little bit of the ego. It's a little bit of that security blanket, that safety blanket, that you're kind of like me. Like, I'm like, the way I'm looking at this is like, I'm so old school, like 1800s soul, right? Like family mama, like I will take care of my husband, take care of the kiddos, small mindset, right? And I get that. We had these one ways of thinking about things, and this is the way we wanted them. But in reality, it's like, nope, we're bigger than that. Okay. And so that's what's coming here for you. Let's see where the aspect of ego is for you, Roger, that needs to be released and how to tap into it for you. Okay. So I can send you to do that. I can do it for you. Or you can do it yourself. Which one do you want to try? You've got a piece of it in your solar plexus. There's a piece of it in your heart, and there's a big one in here. There's a big one in your throat, Roger. Excuse me. Okay, do it for you. All right, so we're just going to get rid of this piece of this shadow self. Okay, but as I'm doing this, it's so we're going to do like a little bit of shadow work on speed dial, right? So it's going to continue. So promise me that you are going to continue tuning into your soul. I want you to get a journal out and write whatever darkness presents itself, okay? And then shine light into it. Just continue the flow of the work that I bring forth today, okay? Because again, just like I talked about when we first came on, we don't want it to get stuck because I'm doing this very quickly. Shadow work is usually not something I do instantaneously, but let's do this. All right. So that's why you keep, okay, so the moon is all about releasing. And didn't I say that to you too, Roger? I said that. I'm like, why are you wondering about the full moon? Isn't it for releasing? So this is no coincidence that all this has already come up. And so, you can do whatever you want with the moon, but we're already taking care of it. So I'm going to go ahead, Roger. I don't know what you're doing right now. Can you please put your feet on the floor? I actually really do need you to. So if you're driving, you're going to need to stop. Okay. All right. So if you can right now, put your feet on the floor. Maybe put your hands up for receiving mode because I'm about to take over in a big way. Okay. So we are calling in the creator of all that is and all of the angels. Athena is going to help me. Metatron is also with you. So is Azrael. So this is a little bit of death of self. Okay. This is a little bit of death of ego. So Azrael is going to be with you. You're just going to have to accept some things. That's the message coming forth. You're just going to have to accept some things. You're going to have to be willing to do things into the unknown. I feel like you do like to have your list. You're very much so structured in a lot of ways. Not every way, not like in a relationship way, but I feel like, especially when it comes to like money and work ethic, you're very structured. But Spirit is trying to say, stop it. Got to be a little bit more pliable. Ugh. All right, so we're pulling your energy down, getting you into the ground, okay? Pulling your energy down into the ground. You don't want to be grounded. Something's going on here. How have you been feeling, Roger? Have you been feeling grounded? Are you aware that you've got some darkness on you? I'm not even sure. How have your thoughts been? Tune in. Let me know what's been going on. How have your thoughts been? There's something going on the left side. I see your left cord, and I want to pull it down, and I literally see an entity attached to your ass. It is attached to your left cord. I've never seen it like that before. Not that I haven't seen darkness. Darkness is very real, you guys. Entities do attach to us. They can attach sometimes through like a dark part of our soul. Shadow work, if we leave it looming, they can attach there because it's lower vibrational. So I'm kind of curious. Has there been like some dark thoughts popping up into your head? Have you been, I'm hearing procrastination, and then I'm hearing a little bit of self, oh my gosh, self-destruction type behaviors. All right, so I need you to tune into me. How have you been feeling? I need you to get aligned with me so I can remove it. Where'd you go, Roger? Because he's hidden in your left cord, so it's keeping you from connecting. And I'm not quite sure how you picked this up. I'm hearing even like gargoyle type energy. It's interesting. Okay. Self-sabotage, that's what was coming through. All right, but you're not connected. I don't know what you've been doing, but you're not connected at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove it. So, okay, so again, I feel like this is in tune with, do you know how sometimes we get messages from Spirit and Spirit says we need to do this, you need to do this, and we choose not to? And it's like I've warned people thousands of times over is be careful where you anchor into right now. We've got to be willing to surrender. And so I feel like that's what happened here. Is there was just something that you didn't quite surrender to. And so it created a situation of a negative alignment here. And so what's super important for you to do on a daily basis is check your vibration in the morning, check your vibration before bed, and check your vibration before you go, before and after a public situation. And just do that by where my thoughts processes, play a little bit of Hertz music or high vibrational music, something that makes you want to dance and sing, whatever helps bring joy, and this will help prevent that from happening. It's weird, Roger. It looks like a gargoyle. It looks like this dark gargoyle. Okay. And just removing it from your cord. You have not been grounded. So let's get you grounded. I don't know if you've been paying attention to your dreams. This is probably why you have missed some messages. Excuse me. God, give me a better way to release. What a super attractive thing to do, right? Let me burp and throw up all over now. Okay. So we're getting you grounded. And as I'm doing that, immediately I'm going to your throat. What is it that you're not quite being honest with yourself about, Roger? There is something there. There is something you're not quite being honest with yourself about. This comes from, again, expectation. Expectation has been so rampant and it's coming up a lot lately. So this comes from expectation. It's almost like, not that you wanted to be the dancer in the singer world. You're not like that. But it's like, okay, so it's like you're different than what the expectations were of you. You're trying to tread outside of that. But again, the ego says stay small, and you don't know how to do it. And you're trying to keep yourself in an ungood place. What the hell are you... You're going to have to be honest with yourself, and you're going to have to be willing to go left instead of right. Okay? You're just going to have to. There was something dark attached to you for sure. Not maybe. There was something, and it was preventing you from grounding. Again, we have to be willing to surrender and just be willing to speak your truth, okay? Let go of expectation. The world is not what it once was. And I feel like you're very respectful. I feel like you're one of the most respectful people. Like, you're not going to do anything to dishonor. Right? That's enough said. Okay, you're left-handed. You're so funny. Well, see, you're already different upon different. But you've got to be willing to go left instead of right. So there was something nudging you. And let's face it, if I knew all the answers, you wouldn't be able to figure things out on your own. Okay. So I know I'm feeling into it, but you know what I'm talking about. There was something nudging you, and you were going to do it. And then you're like, no. And something, for some reason, you're like, I can do it this way. And you decided, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it my way. The safe way. Get the hell out of Dodge. Like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be getting bigger. You're supposed to be... I don't know. Be honest with yourself. Okay, so I'm going to pull it out. All right, Roger. So I'm bringing the light up into your feet, up into your ankles, into your calves, into your knees, into your... You're a little bit off of alignment. I don't know if you noticed that, but like one side seems a little higher than the other. So I'm just doing a little bit of adjustment at your pelvis area. It's a little bit very interesting. It needs a little tweaking. So I'm just kind of tweaking that a little bit. And I'm bringing the light up further, all the way up into your throat. And the intention is to really quickly move this shadow aspect of self, of ego. Again, expectation. So I feel like the expectation didn't match who we were. So there's a lot of things going on here. So I'm hearing different standard. You're a different breed. You are different, Roger. Stop trying to fit into a world where you're not made from the same cloth of. Allow yourself to be different. Allow yourself to expand, and allow your expectation to change. Then I've got Tatanka stepping forward. So this one's coming from your solar plexus, a little bit in your sacral, into your heart, and into your throat. It expands all of those. And I see you as this little boy wearing Hawaiian shorts. It's like these Hawaiian shorts. I don't know what the Hawaiian tie here is, but I keep hearing like Hawaiian shorts, Hawaiian shorts. And this little boy, and he is just shrouded. He is just silenced. He is just... I feel like the world looks so big to you because you felt like you didn't fit in. And that's kind of like the aspect. It's like you're still searching for where you fit in. Where do I fit in? You're not supposed to fit in. You're supposed to stand out. You got to be willing to be that leader, okay? So we're pulling this out, pulling out the shadow piece. The shadow aspect is this little boy. He's covered in darkness, but I do see the blue shorts with these white Hawaiian flowers. And so I want you to imagine just this darkness. You're going to start integrating light into it, just shining light into it, shining love into this aspect of expectation, of self, of letdown. There's sorrow here. There's letdown here. The expectation is the big thing. Ego, it's all based on expectation. And as I'm saying that, like the darkness is just being dissolved from the shadow aspect of self, from this little boy. He's like reaching his hand out. He's touching you and he's turning light. And so what we do is we reintegrate it. We dance with it. We shine light into it. We reintegrate it. It's this little boy. I think I hear 6 years old, between 6 and 7 years old. I don't know if you were in Hawaii. I do see like a beach setting. I know you're in California. I don't know why I'm hearing Hawaii. Maybe it's the shorts. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. Expectation of self. It's like I'm not filling these shoes. These shoes are massively large. It's almost like when you put on these expected shoes, it's like you're wearing clown shoes. We just don't fit in. You're not the same as your dad. You're you. And so it's like starting to dance with that self. I even hear the oi, 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 oi. I want to get a drum, damn it. It's for the real though. Okay. Excuse me. Through Roger, I see this little heart going in there, and then your Merkaba. So then they're balancing your Merkaba, your Merkaba. So that's the same thing for the lady. You're not going to meet her staying in your usual normal routine. She's going to be outside of a routine. So once you step outside of normal routines, you will meet her. She's there. She's there. I feel like you feel her already. And your throat feels better, but you've always got to be willing to speak your truth, to act on your own truth, and to do what is right for you, regardless of expectation. Okay, even your own expectation. Remember, our expectations were created in this 3D reality, where now we're in this new world. We have no idea what the hell's going on. So just be open to, whoa, this is out of this world. Okay. Good. Yeah, Roger. So it's that, but it's also, so it's physically and emotionally. Physically and emotionally. Now remember, so that was a lot really quickly, and I can still feel it. So it's like kind of burning, like heartburn. So don't do lemon. I was going to say lemon water, and they said no lemon. So you're a little acidic. Did you know that? Your system is also a bit acidic. So watch your acidic intake. Watch anything that has acidic in it. Watch red sauces for a little while. I feel like Tabasco type sauce. Watch that for a little bit. Back off of those for a moment in time. Get some gut health going. Okay. But take care of yourself. You're a little stubborn in there too, right? Like we all can be. Okay. And I don't care what crazy idea comes up, Roger. Be like, okay, I got this. The universe will support me. And just do it. Because again, I still see you like a boss, right? Like with your gold shoes on and your white pimp suit. Like a white pimp suit with your gold shoes on. That was a lot. I was dripping in sweat too. I was so just showered. My hair was all, now I'm going to need another shower. All right. Yeah. Roger, you're amazing. Be willing to shine that light. Be willing to share that light. You are a mentor. When are you going to start mentoring others? Like, seriously, I feel like you're a mentor in so many ways. So no matter what you do, you're going to need to lead a pack, okay? So if you do real estate, if you do psychic stuff, whatever it is you want to do, you're supposed to lead a pack and teach them as well, all right? So when are you going to start doing that? But it's like a male population. Be a mentor. It's amazing. All right, Donita. Donita, the moment I say your name, I still see that disc. So where I see the disc is about like almost where my kidneys would be, right? Wow. Yeah. Sorry, Roger. I'll tell it like it is, my friend. But do it. Like, go do it. That'd be amazing. I just thought that I straight just called you a pimp. Sorry. How funny is that? All right, drink of water really quick. I haven't done this in so long. I'm like, wow, that made me tired. Disc is upper back. Okay, because where I'm drawn to is right here. Like right here. All right. So I'm going to go in. So Donita, you need ambitions and goals, and something to look forward to as well. So that's one thing that will help you continue to pull out of this changing energy, changing tides. And again, I still see you mentoring. Okay, so that's going to be coming within the next year, like within the next 8 months or so. I feel like on one hand, they're wanting you to relax a little bit, right? Like you are very always worried about what we eat and things like that. They're saying just relax a little bit, just a little bit. Like sometimes it's okay if we don't think about things. I feel like your mind has become very, very powerful. Well, all of our minds are very powerful. It's not like it didn't become very powerful, but I feel like it's doing some detrimental work here right now. So I feel like you get into this thought pattern, and then when you get there, like it stresses you out, and then your stomach starts burning, and then we don't feel so good. Like your thoughts are literally physically affecting you within moments at this time. It is that quick. It's like a instantaneous body muck. Okay. So as I pull your cords down, I'm coming to you. So I feel like I'm with you, and I'm like running my hands. I'm like got my hands, and I'm running the light up into you. You seem so frail, like so frail, like so frail. Like I could flick you and you're going to crumble. That's how I feel right now. So, in all actuality, if you could hang upside down, like that would help decompress, right? But if you do that and you do that the wrong way, it can cause more problems as well. And that's kind of what I'm seeing going on here. I feel like somebody's missing a mark. That's what I keep hearing. So let's run this light up through you. That your sciatica, so I don't know if they've told you that, but your sciatica is definitely being affected, but it's up through the spinal column. And it's right here. I don't know why you said this, but I'm drawn to the mid back. I'm drawn to your mid back. It's through and as I did that, I got very, very tight and very, very, very painful. But I'm drawn to your mid back, and it's like through your spinal column. And I'm amazed that the chiropractor would even want to touch you in this kind of state. But what I see is the sciatica is being affected in mid back through your spinal column. I don't know if you're aware that you had a fractured vertebrae as well. Not like in pieces, but like one of those hairline fractures. And so now I'm at that disc. So I do see the one up here, but there's one here. I don't know if you're aware of that as well. There is. I see it. I don't know what's going on. I've never seen your x-rays, but I could see it, Donnie. I could see it. Okay, and so it's being smushed to where you would call it like a slip disc. I don't know what the hell a chiropractor is doing for you, but I feel like you just keep going right back into the same spot. So again, if you're not getting intensive massage therapy, chiropractor therapy, like they miss a mark. They need to be both doing the same damn thing. And then also we're like so used, so it's like also cell memory for you too. It's like we can get expanded and then all of a sudden you're like this right away because that's just where you're so used to being. But it's not like you're going to be going out and riding a roller coaster the next day and changing up your routine. So that's really, really, really hard. It's about the routine. And I don't know if you would do yoga. I would think that would benefit you in a lot of ways, Donita. You definitely need yoga. All right. And then there's something to do with the DNA. Scoliosis, spina bifida type thing within the DNA structure. Okay. So that explains that. I don't know if you know you have some scoliosis in there too. It's kind of like, energetically aligning you. So what I'm doing with that disc midway, that's where I'm at. I'm actually in your system and I'm doing things to your system. And as I'm doing that, I'm not feeling too good in my hip section on my left-hand side. It's like really hurting me. Really badly. And sometimes I just want to crawl out of my skin. Sometimes I just want to crawl out of my skin. And that's why that hurts too, is from the sciatica. And then it's all kind of related into that midsection with that disc. Your pH is off too. I don't know if you get chest pains right here, and maybe sometimes think like, what is that? That's what I'm feeling as I'm doing this work. So there's a lot going on here. So I'm like doing the disc midway. I'm kind of making space for what's pushing on your sciatica there. Oh, shit, girl. And I'm going to cleanse some more of these deep-rooted medications out of your cellular structure. I've got like morphine type stuff. Like there's some deep-rooted stuff going on here. Okay. So some good detoxing stretches of the spine would actually help you. Okay, those are detoxing stretches of the spine. They're very simple. You just twist your spine one way, right? Look those up. Yoga has them. Detoxing stretches of the spine. Do them. It's like when you so think of it this way, Donita. When you sit so long and your foot goes numb, are you just with the pain and the numbness? We do our best to wake it back up, right? And so it's like push through the stiffness, push through the things. It's partly attached to your mind, your emotional state, some of the stuff from the past. But you can keep going to a chiropractor, but it's not going to do you any good. It really isn't. I mean, somewhat, it's going to keep you moving somewhat, but you're still going to stay in the muck, okay? This is tied in several ways. This is an emotional aspect. I can feel it through your chakra center. I can feel it through your soul. You need music therapy, and you need to keep doing toxic release stretches. Music therapy, toxic release stretches. Okay, and I'm at where they're having me focus on is mid back. There is a little bit towards your upper back, towards your neck. It's like as we're realigning it, that's adjusting as well. There's a few things going on here. So you did have some mild scoliosis in there as well. But it's like the biggest, so you've got to really push against the wanting to just be stiff and wanting to be in that small routine. You've got to push against it. You've got to be willing to push past, breathe air into where we feel some pain and be stretching. You don't need to do weightlifting. You don't need to do running. Stretching is key for you. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. Okay. And there's something else with the left hip. It's also a little misaligned. So it's kind of like this. It's kind of like this. How else turn? So I'm just going to like tilt it a little bit more this way. But there's been a lot going on there. So you have a lot of pain going on there. It's not just one localized thing. It's multiple things going into that source area, causing you some ruckus. And then I'm back to that little hairline fracture. And it's like this like energy band-aid. I don't know how else to describe it, but energetically, it's like we heal it. It's like it just puts us, it's pretty intense. It's kind of cool way I see it. Okay, Donita, the biggest thing for you is to get out of your physical comfort zone. Okay, and every time it feels stiff, every time you feel like you can't, just breathe light into it and see how far you can go. You've really got to do the twisting for the releasing of the toxins of the spine. And if you want to continue the chiropractor, please do a massage immediately following every single time, maybe before and after. Otherwise, the only thing you're really doing is releasing toxins, and then it goes right back. You're releasing toxins, and then it goes right back. The discs were inflamed and slipping, herniated. It's like a whole new thing, but you've got to give your body time. So make sure you're stretching, okay? And your pH is off. It has to do with your water source. Water source, and you need some almonds. Okay, Donita? Almonds will help with that. Not almond milk. Please, for the love of God, don't do almond milk. Just eat a few almonds here and there, and that will help your pH. And I didn't really know that from before, but that's what they're saying right now. But please don't do almond milk. Total different ballgame. Okay. Okay, so you did take the pain pills. That's okay. You know, I saw it in there. I get it. But it's like this double-edged sword, right? Like they're not giving you everything. So they can continue giving pieces, but what good does it do? So you've had a lot of work done. The best thing you can do is your stretches, but you've got to physically allow yourself to move. Okay. You're allergic to almonds. I don't know what's going on there then. Don't do it. But as a healer, I saw you actually needed a little bit of almonds. So talk to your doctor if you wish to do so. I'm not trying to put you into an allergic reaction. If that's what you think you're allergic, then I wouldn't do it. But I personally see that you need something in almonds. And you could do cashews, but you said you're allergic to nuts all in all. Well, that would explain why you need them. So I wonder if there's like an alternative to almonds. Maybe you could look that up. An alternative to the health benefits of almonds. Okay. It would explain why you need them if you don't have them in your system. Nuts are beneficial in a lot of ways. Like I do love them. And so it sucks when we can't have them. Our body does need something in them. And so just look up for a healthy alternative for almonds, Donita, and see what you come up with. Okay. I'll be curious. Let me know. Message me too. Let me know what they say. Because that's what you needed. It's not surprising too. If you're allergic to them, you're deprived of something in them. Right? Okay. Hi, Angela. Oh, I'm sure it is. Causing so much chaos at work. Hell yeah. So that's the thing, Angela, too. I don't think it's just a super moon. So I don't know if you saw the beginning, but I talked about how the Earth shifted big time yesterday. So we switched some timelines and some paths are starting to pull this way. And I think mentally, there's an aspect right now where it's pulling on the collective. So if anybody had mental issues, they're coming out now. Donita, please look up for an alternative for, I'm really curious now. Look up for an alternative for almonds and see, because there's something in the almond, okay, that will help your pH level specifically, right? And when I do these healings, you guys are individual. They really are. It's going to be different for every person I go into. There's never one that is the same ever. And the sicker you are, the more deeper the healing goes. The more I see in your body, the more I throw up, the more I sweat, the more I do all kinds of things. So just keep that in mind. Yes, there's been a definite mental shift. Definite mental shift. Yeah, and it's huge. And so a lot of physical ailments, that's what we were talking about too, Angela. There's a lot of physical ailments going on right now. And there's like this fear, like even like I said earlier in the video, as my 9-year-old is even being bombarded on her little aspect of social media about the end of the world. So yeah, see, Amy just said her mom was just at the ER and there's a lot of weirdos in there. Yes. So mental thing is definitely at the forefront right now. There's definitely a mental aspect to the collective. And there's not a lot I can do about it. Just stay in your heart space, stay safe. You know, there is always a chance as things are exposed that we get a level of violence erupting. There's always that chance. That's where the most danger comes from, right? Is from the mass, the collective, the masses. Good. Yes, mantras are good, Angela. Mantras are really good. And that's why I'm glad I work with kiddos. Right? I'm in a violent field, but they're kiddos. They don't know. They're very much so in tune with their emotions, and that's what they act out of. They don't have a filter. Yes, stay in the high love vibration, Amy, and that's exactly right, because that's what came through for me, is that we've got to be in self-love. That's what I needed, self-love. And because it's a higher vibration, and the moment I did that, I spent time last night. You guys, I love these things. I've never done my own nails before, and I'm super in love with it. I will never have to pay anybody else to do nails again. I just did something different for myself, right? No matter what's going on in the world, I'm making sure that that's what I'm doing. So it's super, super, super important. Oh, I love it. And Lakshmi is coming through a lot, but she's also coming through for my next workshop, which I'm doing some pyramid activations for people. You guys, I'm seeing this. So what I'm seeing is, like I had said in the workshop, they mentioned my name, and it's really weird because I'm seeing these Egyptian hieroglyphs or some kind of language, language. And it's going to be put into the collective, but mainly those that come to the workshop. It's going to be crazy. And I don't know what they mean. I'm getting a faint glimpse of them now because I wish I could draw them, research them. But I'm sure it'll come through when it's needed. Donita, okay, alternatives to nuts include olives, pumpkin seeds. Okay, so avocado. Out of that list, what stood out for me for you for the pH thing would be the avocado. Avocados. Yeah, you definitely need some of that. Okay. Thank you for looking that up. Yeah, light language. Yeah, that's the thing is I'd never tell anybody this. I've had light language come through for me. I just don't have the balls to be talking light language or even want to claim it right now. It's weird. I don't know. It's just weird. So we'll see what happens. I'm still getting used to everything. It's crazy. But as far as everything is going right now with the ascension, they're saying we're right on track for where we're supposed to be. The paths are starting to split. Okay. And it just is what it is. There's not a lot we can do about that. Whew. Donita is super important for you. And then also, do you have a body pillow? So not like a heated blanket, but a body pillow would help you as well. So some kind of support between your legs when you're laying down will also help. So make sure you have that as well, Donita, okay? But do the avocados. I would do them sooner than later. I love pumpkin seeds. I eat those a lot of times anyways. They're super good, especially if you're male, something to do with prostate. So I recommend you guys all eating those. It's very interesting. Those are the alternatives. Olives, and what kind of olives? Would that be green olives? Because black olives are no good, right? I don't know. Anywho, very good information coming through there. Does anybody else have anything else they wish? Question to be answered, card to pull. Trying to see. Just be patient. I don't like that word. I'm a Leo. I make things happen. What do you mean patient? Gigi had pumpkin seeds today. Heck yeah, I buy those all the time. I love something about pumpkin seeds. I crave those. I crave walnuts. I crave tomatoes, you guys. And when I first had my awakening and I was doing I came to you, Donita. I was sitting right next to you. I could see you. I could actually see you. When I first started doing that, I would be in the fridge immediately after, super drained and just shoving tomatoes in my mouth, like just shoving tomatoes. It was crazy. There's something to do with tomatoes too. High in vitamin A, tryptophan possibly in there. I'm hearing. I'm not sure. So yeah. Okay. So Gigi says her neck is hurting, and Angela says general. Okay. All right. So that's probably why they came through, Donita. If you're struggling with sleep, that's probably exactly why they came through. So just try a body pillow, but try like a fluffier one, something that gives you good separation from your hips. Your hips need to be, I don't know how to explain this because you're not a big person. They need to be aligned, right? So when we lay down, they go like this, and we don't want that. We want it to be like where it should be. Tomatoes are connected to Ho'oponopono also, Angela? That's craziness. Oh, very interesting. I had no idea at all. All right, Gigi, your neck is hurting. I don't need to know specifics. All right. I'm going to tune in. Do Gigi and then Angela. I will play a general message and a card, whatever comes through. Okay, so there's a couple things here, Gigi. As I go into your energy, there's a couple things. So your body is no longer producing a few certain things that it used to. So something about an enzyme. You need an enzyme supplement because your body is no longer producing them like it should be. And I'm going to your kidneys. And I know you're like, this is my neck. I said my neck. Why are we doing this? So everything affects everything, right? So your body is like toxic at a certain degree. And then when we lay down, things pull up. Your bed is no longer kosher. So you could try to flip the mattress, but maybe even a new bed might be good to order. But if you can flip the mattress, that might also be beneficial. Check into your pillows. Because I feel like when you lay down, there's something going on here. So it's like this weird shift within your neck. And then like a buildup of acidic. Our bodies are incredible. There's layers upon layers of what our bodies do, especially on the chemical level. Okay, so they're constantly producing and reproducing and changing and growing or killing off what isn't needed and so on and so forth. And when something becomes awry, it affects every system. Okay. Your kidneys, Gigi, is where I keep going. I'm going to do a bit of a kidney flush, okay? Because they're calling for it. I don't want you to get dialysis at any time soon or in the next few years or anything like that, or have kidney failure. There's something definitely going on with your kidneys. A little bit what looks like type cirrhosis type thing on the top of it where it gets all like hard. And so I'm going to start cleansing those. What the heck is up with it? Everybody's pH is off. Everybody's pH is off lately. Even mine was. I don't know if you have cottage cheese, Gigi, but that would actually help benefit you. I've never had that come through as a benefit, but they're actually calling for cottage cheese with you. So if you could do a little bit of that with like some peaches in the morning, that will help your metabolism. Okay, so I'm tapping into your metabolism, your kidneys here. There's a little bit of toxicity within the system, within the pH. And then which is causing everything to go out of alignment, and then your body is not producing enzymes like it should be. And so you definitely need some enzymes. I would say Gatorade, but there might be a better source, like Pedialyte type things, glucosamine type vitamins. And you know what's funny is I feel like they would attribute this to osteoporosis, but it's not. It's something to do with the enzymes, okay? But it would continue to deteriorate different things, okay? So definitely look into enzyme producing things. You need to get some enzymes in there. So I think Gatorade might be one way. Salt, definitely make sure you're having some salt, but healthier salt. There's like kosher salt. There's pink salt, Himalayan salt, things like that. All right, and then now I'm into your neck. When I go into there, it is very stiff, and it does kind of hurt on the left side, like hurts really bad on the left side. And this has to do with like a little bit of the malnourishment, like not producing the right enzymes, which makes our bones a little bit weaker, which is why that would tie into osteoporosis. That makes a lot of sense now. Okay, so it's like it goes with your sunshine. This is like this weird thing. It's like tying into everywhere. So I'm back into your kidneys, and I'm kind of doing like a kidney flush, and it's flushing through your almost like a lymphatic system flush in a way, but like through your fluid system, all of the fluids of your body. It's kind of like flushing through it. So I don't know if you've noticed, and I know this is gross and we're live, but I'm going to give it because it's what's coming through. But I don't know if you look at your pee and see the color of it lately and see if it's been off. Like what I'm seeing is like a darker musky. And so we're just flushing kidneys, healing that top of the hard crust on the kidney there. And as I'm doing that, it's like going up through your system, and then I go back up into your neck, and there is a little bit of like a like what I want to call degenerative disc disease going on there, but I think it's all related into like the enzyme malnourishment, like your body stopped producing certain things a bit ago it should have been producing. And again, it's about intake of things within our diet. So it's almost like just reset your system, right? Like apple cider vinegar will help reset it, and then make sure you're getting enzymes, proper enzymes. So look that up for me. I feel like there's multiple ways you could do it. Look it up. See what suits you the most. I'm so sorry. That was totally gross. Ugh. This is why I'll be single for the rest of my life, I'm sure. All right. And so I'm back in the neck, and it hurts. It does hurt. And so it's interesting to me, Gigi, because I have degenerative disc disease. And as I went in there, I'm like, am I tuning into mine? But I'm not. I think you do as well. I think you do to a degree as well. It's like things are just degenerative, which means they're like fading away. They're slowly like disintegrating in a way. And I feel it's because our body stopped producing one thing, and then it kept trying to overcorrect, and has something to do with the kidneys. And so it's this trifecta of a system malfunction, right? It's like we got to do like a reboot, whoosh, like reset. The kidney cleanse, the kidney healing is going to help as well. Please flush out your system. Pomegranate juice would be very beneficial for you. Cranberry juice, things of that nature. Watch out for a UTI, because I did this flush. It's going to feel very heavy. You're going to feel like you might have a UTI, they're saying, but just know you're just flushing it through your system. And then I'm back up to your neck, but for some reason I went to your left eye and your eyesight. I'm in your left eyeball, Gigi. I'm in your retina. I'm like literally like closing down your retina a little bit. It's almost like it wouldn't shut all the way. It's almost like it was letting too much in. Something's going on there. So for whatever reason, I just do what I'm guided to do. Hopefully you're open to receiving. If not, I'm sure it would kick me out. But I'm kind of like in your eye, and we're just kind of resetting the retina there. Your rods and cones are a little off. So I don't know if you've noticed eyesight changes. I'm not quite sure. A little bit of like a cataract issue going on there. So we're just doing some eye healing on a multiple level here. And then going back into your neck. This is related to the enzymes. So as I'm in your neck, I'm like trying to plump up the bones, trying to plump up the discs, because it's like kind of like smashing in slowly. And so I'm hearing enzymes. So you've really got to watch enzymes. Where can I get enzymes? What are healthy enzymes? How can I get enzymes into my system? I did a kidney flush, kidney healing. The cirrhosis now looks like baby tissue. That's how it's like very pink like a baby, very pink like newborn tissue. Okay, and so just be mindful of your body the next few days. You might feel your kidneys, you might feel your pee, things of that nature. It will change the color of your pee throughout. It went from like dark to getting lighter and lighter. As long as you drink your water, drink some pomegranate, cranberry juice, and enzymes. Enzymes is your key, and all of this will realign and get better. Check your pillow and your bedding as well. I feel like you need a balance. It can't be too hard and it can't be too soft, or you're screwed either way. And then again, stretches. Make sure you're stretching. This also has to do with some physical ailment of shifting in energetic form. And then your jaw. Gigi, like my jaw hurts. My jaw hurts. And so it all kind of goes with the enzymes, I feel like. And then get rid of fluoride toothpaste if you have any left. Fluoride intake. Our dental work might be affected by this ascension stuff too. Like you might feel pressure in our teeth, and we might feel a little pull, right? I'm old. We had like that old dental work stuff. Like it very well could be affected. So just keep that in mind. All right, Gigi, I'm backing out. Is that good? Oh my God. You had a disc replacement in your neck. Well, no wonder. Oh, that's just, yeah. Oh, well, that would explain that too. Yeah, I didn't hear menopause. So we don't, the body doesn't recognize things like that. It's like, this is the state I'm in. So get some enzymes, okay? And I did a kidney flush and a kidney healing. That would explain a lot of that, big time. Big time. Keeping the enzymes. And that's why there was in your neck that came through, that explained everything. Thank you. Jacinta's there, and Angela. Okay, Jacinta, let me throw one out for Angela and see if I can't get you one. Disc replacement in your neck. Thanks, Amy. I feel so weird. Like I haven't done this in so long. I feel like a newbie, and I'm like all nervous, and I'm like in my channeling zone and the healing going, I don't do this live. Like, I feel like a little kid again. So thank you. Okay. Whew. It is hot now. All righty. So do you have degenerative disc disease, Gigi? Because that would explain all of that too. It doesn't matter either way. I did a healing there, but the biggest thing is the enzymes. So let's look that up, see what you can do for enzyme replacement in the body, making sure you're getting enzymes in. When I say Gatorade, my stomach turns. That is not your answer. You're so welcome. And then so Angela wants a message. Angela, you're always on a mission. That's what they're telling me. They're like, remind her she's always on a mission. Where is her joy? Where is your time off? Where is your mission going? Every moment is a part of that mission. Every moment of in time of slowing down and enjoying the space and time. It's like they want you to sit in nature and paint the scenery. That would be beautiful for you to do, Angela. And I feel like that would be way out of the norm because you're always on a mission. It's like go, 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 go. I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta keep moving. And what they're showing me is you sitting still, having nowhere to go but a canvas, and getting to express everything that you see around you and express that onto canvas. Because we both know you're an artist. You're definitely an artist. There is a gift in your hands. There's a gift in your hands. Also, when you do sessions for people, do you paint what you see for them? Yeah, I feel like you guys, in time, the moon is going to lose its pull. It really does. Whatever I did with it, it's like null and void. So the more we can just kind of cut ties with the moon, I think the better off we would be. Ah, okay. So that's what they're actually calling for you to do, Angela. You've got to spend some time painting what you see, turning your expression into canvas, because part of your spiritual gift is being able to do the same thing for your clients. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know if you've ever thought about that. And I'm going to put a protective bubble up right now because this message is for you, right? And so we are going to protect it, is what it's for. But they want you to start expressing what you see on canvas, because when you do a reading for somebody, the visuals that you see, you will be able to express them through canvas, and you can do that with Hertz. I will definitely check. Hello, everybody. I will definitely check Amy. Does that make sense, Angela? And then you won't need anything else. You will get to work on your own time, and you will be able to express what you see. So yeah, like Hertz music. So you can put music into paintings, right? We can put vibrations into paintings. We can put different different tunes into the painting. You'll know what to do. Trust me. This is a part of your gift. So, and I think we've tuned into this before. It has something to do with your hands. Okay, but it starts, okay. Yes, kind of like that. Yes, but that'll come when it's needed. So it starts with you painting your expression, looking at nature and expressing what you see through art on canvas. Okay, start there. Start by meditating and doing it, tuning into your soul, allowing things to come through. When you're in the flow, you're going to get more ideas and you're going to run with it. And that's when it's going to be like, do this. And you're like, okay, I do this. And then when you do a session and you see, because remember that painting I've shown you guys that Martina did for me, where it was me in Mount Shasta, which we didn't even know was Mount Shasta. You got Saturn right there. It predicted everything that I was doing, and we had no idea what was coming or what it meant. It's kind of like that. Like you can paint their session. Okay? And that is so healing in and of itself. That is one thing I wish I could do. Yes, I can do all these kinds of other things, but if I could paint what I saw for you, you guys, what I see when I'm inside your bodies, if I could show you that, it would blow our freaking minds. Like, screw x-rays. I've got like the best seat ever. Like, it's like crazy what I see. I see on the deepest tissue level within your system. And so as a psychic or as somebody who can do a reading on somebody and read their energy and be able to put that on canvas, what a beautiful gift. Yes, very much so. But it starts in one spot. It starts with you expressing what you're seeing from the external through physical art form on canvas. Okay, but try to get it like what you see. because when I close my eyes and I see the inside of your lung and all of the workings of your tissue and your blood flowing through your system and sitting in a vein and a blood clot, I wish that I could put all of this on canvas. Or when I go into your chakras and I see this beautiful energetic flow within them, and then I see the things coming out, it's like the craziest thing. I only wish I could express it. What a beautiful gift. Okay, so you guys, with that gift, I really encourage you to use that gift. I couldn't tell you the painting that I have depicting Saturn, the souls coming out of the mountain. That is priceless. Absolutely beyond priceless. And we got that painting before I went through everything I did. What up, you guys? Hello. Okay. So that's a huge part of your purpose going forward. And it's going to free your soul. You're going to feel less time strength. You're going to feel so much more free and full of joy and in rhythm. That's big for you, is rhythm. You're always on that mission. Got to get it done. Got to get it done. Got to get it done. And they're asking you, what mission are you trying to get done? Right? It can. I mean, yes and no. I feel like, so what this is tying into is not the career aspect. This is a part of your spiritual awakening. This is a part of your spiritual gifts. This is a part of, do you want to do this for your career, or do you want to do the foot thing? Two separate things. They're still both healing people. Okay. And when you're in people's feet, you might end up seeing more than just what you bargained for as well. And so if I could sit down and paint everything I saw in a session, it would be golden, and people would probably do anything for that aspect. And so, it's layered and a little separate, but both healing aspects. I don't know if that makes sense and answers your question at all. And I got to do more of these. This actually made me tired to do healings live. I haven't done this enough. And it is weird. That makes me vulnerable, doesn't it? Because how many people do you know that does healings like that live? Like, it made me vulnerable, but it was super awesome. So thank you for all of this, you guys. It was super awesome. Let me know the next coming days too, the physical aspects from the healing. Cool. You're so welcome. That's a really cool gift. Like, man, out of everything that I can do, I'm very and I probably could do it, but it's not my thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's not my gift. What a beautiful thing to have. I wish Martina would have done that. I still hope she does. You're so welcome. Okay, wait. Didn't I have another message that I was down? Oh, Jacinth wants a message. Jacinth, are you still with me? Did it cut out on you? You're so welcome, Donita. By the way, 11 people, more 11s. 111. 111. Not too bad. Hour and a half. We're good. We're still doing good. And then you guys, this upcoming workshop that I have is 3 days. I'm bringing it up because it's something, again, within the collective. So it has something to do with this timeline shifting. So I said in the beginning, part of this message for the collective is that we are shifting in timeline. So the path is splitting. The two worlds are separating. It is happening now. And it happens over a course of spiritual time, right? Not our physical time. So it's never like a boom. And so just be mindful of that. And then the 28th, 29th, and 30th are 3 key dates. I don't know all what's going to happen, but I do know they said something about it's flipping the switch. It's like turning the timeline on. It's like making that shift. It's kind of how I see it, like this. Okay. And so I'm just letting you know that's the 28th, 29th, and 30th. So for those of you who do the workshop with me, will be well aware in the moment in time of what's happening. Those of you who don't, just be well aware of the dates and time. Okay. 28th, 29th. So is that like Thursday, Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, something like that this week? Something up there. All right. Jacinta's here. Do you have a specific or did you want general? Any chance? General. Okay. General it is. Sunshine. And they're saying fairies for you. When are you going to write your book? They're like, now is the time. You are in a transitional period. You are in a transitional period, Jacinth. It's like time. So I'm seeing like that time glass. What is that damn thing? Okay. So what I'm seeing is you're still looking for similarities as well. It's like similarities. Instead of wanting to step out and be the leader, wanting to step out and own your own business, wanting to step out and start your own school from home, you're still waiting and hoping to work under somebody, Jacinth, but they're telling you that you're meant to be the boss. Like you can do your own thing coming forward, especially in this next year. And then they're still showing me you writing a book. This is the time to be doing it in your downtime. Okay. And then again, so I'm also hearing time to get creative with my love. So get creative, leaving something behind for your grandkids. Yes, I said it. Grandkids. I see grandkids coming in the next few years or so. And so they're wanting you to kind of get creative. Hourglass. Is it an hour? Yeah, hourglass. When I think hourglass now, I just think of a shape. How stupid is that? Why? How we distort meanings of things, right? All right, Jacinth. So this is exactly kind of what I was seeing with you. So they're wanting you to get creative. They're wanting you to expand your energy. They're wanting you to think outside the box. They're wanting you to take charge of your life. Like you can, call a retirement plan. Damn it. Like start teaching a small thing at home. You can do it on your own time. Like when are you going to pick up the reins, right? Start shining your light. And so your light. And so I got Nightlight for you. That's the first card that I'm seeing here. Nightlight. It's like, the way you like to shine your light is behind closed doors. That's what they're telling me. And that's not working. It's not working. Like, and that goes with this card as well. Okay. It's like, expand your thoughts. Okay. Expand your thought processes. Expand your expectations on yourself. You're fully capable. And so here's the opposite of that expectation. You are fully capable of doing anything you want to do. Whatever it is you want to do. Whatever it is you want to do. Nothing's going to stop you but your own thoughts. Okay, so that's what this one is saying. Allow your thoughts to be more free and fluid. Allow them to be like the flower where you blow on it, you make the wish, and all those seeds. Little did you know it's a weed, and you're blowing weed seeds everywhere. But allow your thoughts to be more like that, right? Like and free, please, because you keep them very small. You keep them very limited. So here's another one of those. They're wanting you to expand your expectation of self. I'm fully capable. I can do this on my own. I've got the power to write a book. I've got knowledge inside of me that needs to be given to the world. I've got to allow my light to shine whether I'm asleep or awake. I can be the nightlight for those that need it, but I can only do that if I allow my thoughts and my actions to be free. All right, Jacinth? So yes, absolutely. When you get in the creative flow, things, that's what artists do, right? And sometimes I'll even notice when I'm singing, like I will just get into that flow. I love to sing, you guys. I just do it in my own space, right? When I was little, I wanted to be a singer, and my grandma straight told me, don't quit your day job. And so I stopped, but it is something that brings me joy. No way, Roger. You my little pothead. I learn more about you every day. When are you going to move to Colorado, Roger? Just kidding. Anyways, so where was I going with that? Super important for you, Jacinth, that you've got to expand your horizons. Okay, you're very much so, again, structured, like to be in that little bubble. But you're supposed to be like more on stage, right? Like where you could be a tutor, you can be a teacher at home, write a book. You have, so there is also this hidden knowledge. So that goes to that answer. So it's like channeled stuff. So whenever we get into that flow, we're absolutely allowing the higher lights to come through. You can call it channeling, you can call it just flow of energy, right? And it's just this beautiful thing where energy takes over and we go through at our highest and best. Like I do with singing sometimes. All of a sudden, I'm like feeling like I'm somebody else, right? You can call it channel singing, you can call it channel writing. It's just literally surrendering to the flow, and that allows these most beautiful things to come through. But they can only come through if they're in you. Okay. So I want you to keep that in mind as well. But there is knowledge in you, Jacinth. So, and this has to deal with who you are too. So remember when we were doing healings and all that religious stuff came up and stuff too, like you have some information in you that needs to come out. Okay. And so just start writing and you'll be amazed at where it takes you. But again, don't worry about where it takes you. Don't think about it. Just let it flow. Right? Like just do it. Like Nike. Just do it and just let it flow. Does that make sense? So I mean, when we say channeled, it's kind of like a loaded question, right? Like what's channeled through me? Could it be channeled through me if it wasn't already of me? Does that make sense? That's kind of how I feel about that. Right? Kind of like Sandalphon, like he would only appear to me as a seraphim angel because that's who I am, right? So it's like kind of like that aspect. Does it get channeled through you because it's part of you? Okay. So it's all in you. You're not getting it from anybody else is basically what I'm trying to say. It is actually already in you. And then you guys just hold on for this transition. I don't know. Again, so as I've said before, it's like nothing we've ever been through before. There's no reference point. I know it's not the end of the world. You're so welcome, Jacinth. But I know the world is going to change in massive ways. And it's not over until about 2022. And that's when the earth will stop whatever the hell she's doing. Right? So if I knocked the earth off of her axis and I cut off the magnetic pull, like that guy says, what is the earth doing? She's just kind of like spinning through space right now. I don't know. It's nuts. And it's going to continue to happen. And so just be aware. Okay. Again, have those plans like I do. I'm a single mom. And so I sit here and go, okay, act life's normal. Yes, life is normal. I got tons of water stored just in cases. These are things like, do I believe in, we need to be underground in our bunkers? No, not necessarily. But what if something did happen? I got to be able to make sure I got a candle ready or some water. Right? So just keep those things in mind. I don't know. What would happen if they came out today and said our government is all shit, everybody's gone? Like, what do you think would happen in the world? We got to think about this logically, you guys. It's like everybody's wanting everything to rush and shift, but do we really? It's already happening. Okay, so just be in love. Love each other. Allow higher levels of light to come through. And anytime you guys see synchronicities, please drop in and meditate. That's how we ascend. That's how we expand. That's how we grow spiritually, is that we drop in and we sit in the silence and we make way for growth. We make way for releasing. Okay. And listen to your body. Sometimes they get sick for a reason. You know, I had somebody presenting with sinus stuff and it turned out to be a blood clot. You've got to be mindful and you just got to tune in and be paying attention. Okay. It's beautiful and it's a lot. And what I keep seeing is in order to grow, we also have to let things go. So coming with the beauty also comes with some bitter, right? You guys are so welcome. Keep your mind space open. I'm going to get the solar plexus meditation coming soon. I'm going to keep on top of whatever is coming through. I do have my other job. So I've got 2 jobs and single mom. So I'm doing the best that I can now. But I'm on it, right? I'm back. I'm trying to keep on it. I even wrote down my goals. 1 meditation video a week, and I'm going to keep pulling cards and doing messages because that's what I do. And whatever else Spirit puts through for me to do. And again, if you guys have any suggestions for like what kind of specific messages, so I'll give you the one that I've got coming through, and it's like manifesting energies. So just kind of tuning in to manifesting energies. Where are we at for manifesting? Should we be calling in? Should we be releasing type of a thing? Because the moon is and so that was one idea. And so I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not sure yet. I kind of want to find my groove. Still looking for that damn groove. Where is the groove? I can't find my groove. How Stella got her groove back. Where the hell is Bree's groove? When you have a sudden awakening and a life shift, like, where's the groove? That sounds awesome. Okay, so Kathleen likes that idea. Cool. Okay, so I've got that one written down. I'll probably do one of those. And that's just a quick tuning into the manifesting energies. So that would be super simple to do. So I'll probably do some of those as well. Just kind of where are we at? You know, should we be doing this? Should we be doing that? Should we be releasing? Should we be calling in? I like that a lot actually too. So I might do that. You're so very welcome, Roger. Think of you every day. I don't know why, but you pop into my energy. You guys are like my family. Truly, 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 you all are like my family. Very much so. You're so welcome. So much love to all of you. I'm going to go and enjoy a little bit of my weekend. What's a weekend? I've been working every day. But that's okay. It's getting to where I'm loving what I'm doing. So it's pretty badass, right? Right? Like I've got 2 jobs and a single mom. Shoot, we got this. We got this. And we're ascending together. We got this. Ciao, Bella. You're so welcome. So much love to all of you. I will see you again soon. Again, just whatever you've got coming at me, any questions, anything you guys want me to do, Q&As. Let's get this going. Keep the momentum going. Keep the love. Giving, releasing, receiving. Yes. Always, 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 always. So much love. You guys stay safe. Stay diligent. Again, think about it this way. If the whole world goes tomorrow and says, this was all a lie, this was all a lie, what would the population do, right? So just be diligent. Take care of yourself. Be in self-love. Don't worry about nothing else. We don't want anything to happen other than everybody being safe, happy, and the shit to just move on, right? Right. That's right. And I haven't eaten all day. I'm going to go pig out now. I think after those healings, I'm going to go shove tomatoes in my mouth in the fridge. Not really. Just a little bit on my couch. All right, everybody. Love you. Bye.